Final race of the day then at Sha Tin, race number 11. We finished New Year's Day with a Class 2 over the 1,600 metres with horse making his Hong Kong debut as well. Phil headed though by Super Oasis, who's behind Sky Darcy 2 starts back. Tourbillon Diamond last time out. General's Delight and Lucky Express come down in class. Both chased home Sky Darcy last time out. The Summit on debut, round behind Tourbillon Diamond. Assimilate behind Tourbillon Diamond last time out. Arthur's Kingdom makes his Hong Kong debut out of Aidan O'Brien's yard. Circuit 3 behind Tourbillon Diamond last time out. Packing Waltham gets barrier 14. It was runner-up last time out behind Glorious Artist. Alpha Hedge will probably roll forward from barrier number 1, rolling down to Maximus. Disappointing as favourite last time out, and The Rock comes up in class. He's also been a beaten favourite on his last 2 starts in actual fact. Might have been easier to run this race up at Chung Fa with the 1, 2, 4, 8, 10, 11 and 12 all spending some time north of the border in the last 30 days. Now we're at the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map and a few key races here as well, Mark. What are we looking at as far as speed-wise? Who's going to make the running here?
Don't think there's a whole lot of speed in this race, which is evident by the slow tempo. Alpha Hedge can go forward. Now, Circuit 3 went forward last time as well, so with the anticipated slow speed in the race, he will probably do that again. Packing Waltham up 3 wide, he was handy last time. Lucky Express, he raced behind Sky Darcy at his most recent start, a second in the Panasonic Cup 2 starts going, was well back in the field in that race in the small field and ran on. He's a lot closer. The Rock, he comes up in grade, but he too has raced forward in the past as well. Whether or not they'll just try and ride him quietly, being in a harder race here than what he's been in, Starshine will get back and look to run on as well. So not a lot of pace in this final race at all, Andrew, on paper. So
potential for something interesting to happen here. Paul, what have you seen out of the track?
Super Oasis didn't have the clearest of runs last time, but he's come through it okay. Nice even piece from him, and he's quite keen in his work as well. He has won off a rating of 93. He is rated 97 now, down here in Class 2, so he looks good. Circuit 3, unlucky not to win, I think, last time, and look, he goes well here once again. A couple of even sectionals for him, and be interesting to see what they do. They did go forward last time on him, but he has been ridden back in the past as well. And Packing Waltham, drawn a little bit wide, this horse, but it was a lot better run from him last time, and he looks like he's come to hand pretty quickly here in Hong Kong. Only had the 3 starts to date. So Christophe Soumian will do the steering on him.
All right, there's plenty to look at in this final race here. A lot of quality. Let's start off, though, with Lucky Express and his jockey, Sha Tin.
Karis, Lucky Express, you're back on board him on Friday. What are your thoughts heading into the race?
Yeah, it's nice to be able to get back on him. I think he's a really smart horse. Of course, he's got a preparation towards the big races. So, yeah, we're looking forward for him to run.
You rode him in a recent trial. Were you pleased with that effort?
Yeah, I think the horse is improving all the time. Of course, I did not ride him the last start, but I think, you know, from the time I rode him and in his trial, he felt that he's improved a bit.
You won on him at the beginning of the season where he got back and flew home to win. Is that the way to ride him, to use that turn of foot that he's got?
Well, yeah, he had a turn of foot. I don't think he's a type of horse where you could use him too much in the early stage and still expect him to quicken up. I think that's his style of racing, where he's very comfortable of, and you know, I think we just ride him the way he's been ridden, and he has been running well the whole season, so it's a good thing.
And that win that I referred to was fresh up over 1,200 metres. He's racing over a mile on the weekend and potentially will race over further when he gets to the 4-year-old series. How do you think he'll handle these sort of distances?
The good thing about this horse, he's very relaxed, you know. He does relax behind horses when he gets behind horses, and then he have that nice turn of foot. So I think that will help him later on. But yeah, like you could see last time already in a mile, he was nice and switched off, and he's still picking up. And I think he just, you know, of course, the horse that won the race looks pretty smart. So I think going back to the 16 with a nice draw, I think he could be competitive.
Balaclava seemed a good effect there on a cold morning out at track work. Carrie speaking with Ed. But this is another horse, Mark, a bit of quality heading towards the 4-year-old series.
Absolutely. Loved the trial too that we saw during that interview, Andrew, and no reason why the 1,600 metres is going to worry him again. Pull form behind Sky Darcy, and he's a live chance as we've been talking about in the Group 3. So give him a huge chance in this race.
Yeah, I was worried about him 1,600, but as Karis says, he does get relaxed in his races, so that's the key. And the second last time was good over the distance, and Karis looks like he's about to take on the luge.
It It might have been an all-in-one underneath that. We don't know. I thought it was just a balaclava, maybe not. Moving swiftly on, though, Paul, Circuit 3. You said maybe a little bit unlucky not to win last time out. This is him running second to Tourbillon Diamond, another horse heading towards the 4-year-old series. Other horses engaged here. Assimilate runs seventh. We got Super Oasis, and the Summit was here on debut.
Yeah, look, he was a bit of I think he got to the front too early here, and he was a bit of a sitting duck and just sort of got run down late. So it was a nice run from him. Like, some of his better runs have been when he sort of missed the start and he's got really well back. So there's not much pace in the race. I'll be interested to see what tactics they do with him. Like, he was going to win this race. And then, just as you can see, just got run down by Tourbillon Diamond on the outside, and they went clear of everything else. He's got a good turn of foot. I think he can win this race, though.
Nothing wrong with the Tourbillon Diamond form as well. 2 starts here for a win and a placing. You look at back prior, Saddle Shift 2 starts ago and lame 3 back in the last campaign. So he's been luckless and had excuses a time or two as well. That's
Packing Waltham, Mark, who was only just touched off here. Maximus was favourite for this race, and Starshine as well. Wanted to consider here. This was behind Glorious Artist.
This is Packing Waltham's first time over 1,600 metres in Hong Kong. His wins in France were 1,800 and 2,000 and has barrier number 14. So happy to watch him go around. Maximus was disappointing this night, Paul, but it was his first time over 1,800 metres. Even overseas, he had 2 wins over 1,400, 2 wins over 1,600, never raced further than a mile. He might have not run the trip out at Happy Valley. Sha Tin will probably suit him better in a shorter distance.
I think so, and he was second up here as well, so maybe there was something with that. So there is definitely a horse there with him, though.
This is a trial we've seen a few times throughout the course of the show, Paul, but this time we're concentrating on General's Delight. Decrypt was the winner. Yeah,
now it was a nice trial from General's Delight, and look, he's just won the one from his 9 starts. But the thing that put me off a little bit was the barrier draw. He's drawn barrier number 11, but he is a high-class horse.
His win was off a rating of 82 in this grade. That's been his 1 win from 9 starts here in Hong Kong, won 2 overseas. Closed off nicely on the class drop. Zach on and parry number 11. Found a spot for him in the top 4, despite the fact he's drawn wide.
Yeah, with no speed on those, Zach's got an opportunity, I'm sure, to try and work that out. Open race to finish the day, Paul.
Yeah, really nice race to finish. I'm with the favourite, early favourite, Circuit 3. If he gets a bit of cover and hits them late, I think he can be hard to beat. Give Maximus another chance. I think there's a nice horse there. This will be third up for him. Lucky Express, he's been consistent. Then Super Oasis had no luck last time. I think he can run a bit of a race here in this. 8, 13, 3 and 1.
With Circuit 3 also pointed out what's happened at the starts prior to that second behind Tourbillon Diamond. So he's come up at 3.4, 3.6 for the place. That won't last with Joe riding for Tony Cruz. Lucky Express goes in for second on the second behind Sky Darcy in a really impressive trial since then. In for third will be number 4, Starshine. He missed a start prior to the 10th behind Glorious Artist. He'll get back, the blinkers are off, and Sha Tin, the big long straight, suits him. And number 2, General's Delight. Went off a rating of 82. Harder here, but on the class drop. 8, 3, 4 and 2.
Circuit 3 definitely included, but General's Delight each way. The 2 and the 3, my cue there in the last. Now, as far as the stats are concerned for our New Year's Day programme, Paul, who are we looking at?
Oh, we'll highlight Zach here. We know he's going well at the moment, but his strike rate on these runners has been pretty good. Of the 28 rides, 11 wins, 3 seconds, 2 thirds. So he's got a win rate of 39%, so pretty good. And the horse will concentrate will be Master Montaro. I think he's a big chance going into the races on New Year's Day.
Absolutely, he'll be favourite wide gate though. Best bet, Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to go with California Rad. I think he's from the low barrier draw. He looks really well placed. Joe Moreira aboard, and he's just a really tough horse. Sagari at a price here, blinkers on, second start. He should be a decent price as well in race number 2. But we'll do the play in California Rad's race with Duke Y and Beauty Applause, the QQP. I think all 3 have got legitimate chances.
Race 10, number 5, Mighty Valerie's up £3 for that very narrow second behind Racing Fighter. Beautifully drawn in 2. He should go to the front and be there for a while. Fat Turtle, hopefully we can get some overs for him with those progressive horses and promising horses coming through in the second of the Group 3s. And the forecast, Mighty Valor to lead, Soaring Tower to come, swooping at him late, just missed, and they forecast 5 and 13.
Master Fay first up in the first, that'll do for us. Casper Founds and Joe Moreira, then Good Shot from a low gate. Could hopefully get first run on Authentic Champ, but include him in the play. 1, 7 and 11. There you go, those are the 11 races on New Year's Day. Should be a cracking programme, Mark.
Absolutely. That second Group 3, Andrew, with Winning Dreamer, Sky Darcy, Fat Turtle, Mighty Giant. It'll be worth tuning in for in the back half of the program. Very, very strong too.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's go. Let's bring on 2021.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. All right, so Happy New Year for the Racing to Win team. Hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin. We will be racing to win.